Ida for not going to family dinners with my mom and her boyfriend and his kids since I went to live with my dad. My parents had me, 15 meters, together. They weren't married to each other or anything. And they were broken up before I was born. So we were never family unit and I never really could see them being together. It's actually so weird to think about. But for the most part I had a really close relationship with both of my parents until I was about 10. My mom's ex from back then had broken up with her and blamed me and mom was upset I hadn't treated him like a new dad. She had this big talk with me about it being okay to have two daddies. This was after he'd said I emasculated him by rejecting him as a dad and having my dad around also emasculated him. But he didn't live with us and never babysat me. Plus dad had equal custody of me so I didn't need a new one. She started dating her boyfriend 3 years ago. He was new in town and had moved with his kids who are way younger than me. They were dating for about a year when she introduced me to him and then 2 weeks later I met his kids. Once we'd all met and had like 2 to 3 times in each other's presence, they started calling us a family. We'd go for dinner once every 2 weeks all together. She tried to get my dad to give up 3 hours of his custody time every week so I could have a weekly dinner with them. Dad knew I didn't want to. He also didn't want to give up time with me. So he refused. My mom and her boyfriend were real pissy with my dad afterward. He and his kids started showing up to support me during dance showcases and stuff. I think that was supposed to annoy my dad or something. It didn't. But it did annoy me because of mom's boyfriend's attitude. My mom and her boyfriend started insisting we do all these family outings together. It was crazy and intense. They didn't use me as a babysitter but they did expect me to choose being with family over friends. I was supposed to not make plans with friends and keep all free time to spend with all of them. I hated it. Mom and I fought about it and she even brought her boyfriend into the talk when I asked to speak to her alone. So I asked my dad if he could take us to court and let me ask the judge for me to choose where I live and he did 5 months ago. I only went to my mom's house once in 5 months and it was because her boyfriend was out of town. My mom and her boyfriend keep asking me to come to these family dinners. I keep saying no. Mom has cried down the phone to me and cried harder when I'd say they're not my family dinners. She told me the other kids love them and I said because they're little. Her boyfriend, using my mom's phone, sent 30 texts back to back that were a novel of how they thought I'd enjoy spending time with my siblings and would love being looked up to so much by younger kids and would come for that. Then he said there's something wrong with me because I won't come. Ida?